Hi learners, welcome back to the SWAYAM program. Today we are going to learn library software packages, types and its selection criteria. These are the content of today's lecture. We are going to discuss about the types of library software packages, that is open source software and proprietary software, and various selection criteria for choosing library software for your library. With the increasing need for digital management and integration in libraries, automation software has become essential for enhancing operational workflows and enabling better service delivery in both large and small library environments. Library automation software refers to specialized programs designed to manage and modernize various library functions such as cataloging, circulation, acquisitions, serial control, and information retrieval. Library databases, which generally contain bibliographic data and which demand substantial storage capacity, potentially resulting in extended process of search times. Consequently, it is crucial to select an appropriate software package and programming language to minimize processing time while maximizing the performance of the libraries. There are two types of library software packages which are available nowadays. One we are categorizing as a open source software, and second one is the proprietary software. Let us see what is open source software. Open source library software refers to library management systems where the source code is freely available for modification, distribution, and customization. So, this software provides the open source licenses to the libraries. Management solutions available under open source software known as, so I think it's not. So, this open source library software which will provide an open source license to the libraries to manage the various library solutions. One major advantage is its cost effectiveness, as it does not require any licensing fee and making it particularly appealing to the libraries with tight budgets. And most of these open source library packages will support data export and import. That will facilitate the seamless integration with other systems and applications. The open source library software, if you say the example of open source software is Koha, it's a very widely adopted integrated library system which offer modules for cataloging and circulation and other serial control, etc. Koha is being used in our country. Many libraries are adopted Koha for the automation of their services. Another software which is available on the open source license is Evergreen, which is designed for large libraries and consortia. And DSpace, which is a software ideal for creating digital libraries or open access repositories. These are the examples you'll find in the open source software. Next is proprietary software. Proprietary library software refers to commercial management solutions that are owned by a specific commercial company or organization, which will retain the control over the source code and the licenses the softwares to users. Proprietary software solutions are often designed to address a wide range of library functions, including acquisition, cataloging, circulation, reporting, stock verification, stock rectification, etc. Some examples of popular proprietary library software are SOL, software for university libraries, which has been developed by InfluBNet, Information and Library Network. Some examples, if you're discussing about the proprietary software, are SOL, software for university libraries, which has been developed by InfluBNet, and other commercial software like Ellipsis, Alice for Windows, Slim, Virtua, etc. If you think of selecting a library software for your library, we should ensure some criteria. Next, we are going to discuss is how to select a library software package for your library. So, to ensure effective management and operation of library services, choosing the appropriate software package for library automation is very essential. Numerous variables like library size, necessary features, pricing, vendor support, scalability, ease of use, and availability of support system that have to be taken into account during the selection process. So, this selection of software package criteria has been put into three categories. One is general criteria, second one is technical criteria, and third one is support criteria. So, under this broad three criteria, we will find some more criteria. We will find some more criteria to be adopted while selecting the library software. Now, let us investigate one by one. For general criteria, for general selection criteria of library software, first thing is the experiences of users. The experiences of other users which will provide an insight into the potential benefit and challenges of a software package. Feedback from current users may highlight both strength and weakness of the software, and which will offering the practical advice on implementation. So, similarly, if you are going to purchase anything from the market, we will go for a review, or if you are purchasing from online portal, if you are approaching the e-commercial portals, we will first of all read the review, what is the comments of others, those who are used it. Similarly, if you are going to purchase a software for your library, you are spending a lot of money for the library, or purchasing the software for the library, we have to ask the experience of other librarians, those who use this system. And second criteria is cost. We have to compare the price between software packages and it is important to fully understand what is included in the package price and what is excluded. And additionally, the cost of hardware and database creation, which are often not covered by the software package, that should be considered as part of the overall expenditure. And being aware of this additional cost, that ensure that being aware of this additional cost ensures that libraries can plan their budgets effectively and avoid unexpected financial burdens during the implementations. So each and every cost of the software, hardware and other humanware which is required for implementing the software in libraries are to be considered. And next criteria is the originator. The reputation and the experience of the software originator are critical factors to consider. Like other things which you are purchasing, we will check the company, from which company you are going to purchase. If it is a reputed and the experienced company, I think we will be go for purchasing the things from that reputed company only. Similarly, we have to also consider the software which you are going to purchase, that should be from a reputed and the experienced originator. The established software companies are generally more likely to provide reliable established software companies are generally more likely to provide reliable ongoing support and maintenance. Their track record in developing software can indicate their ability to deliver quality products and address potential issues effectively. Ensuring that libraries receive the assistance they need for the successful implementation of the operation of the software. So the company of the or the originator of your software is an important criteria for selecting the library software. And some cases, the originator will not supply the software to the organizations or institutions. So there will be an intermediary between the user and the originator, that is a supplier. So we should also take care of the supplier reputation, their ability to serve the libraries as and when is needed. So supplier role is also important for selecting the library software for the libraries. The next is technical selection criteria. We covered now, it is a general criteria for selection of libraries. Now we are discussing about the technical part. What are the technical things which have to be considered while you are selecting the library software? The first foremost is the language. The programming language which is used to develop the software, it is a very important aspect. It is important to ensure that suitable compiler or interpreter is available on the system to execute the software efficiently, considering both machine time and the storage requirements. That you have to be interested, because most of the languages are having various range. So we have to decide, we have to be consider what type of language has been used to develop the software. And another important thing is the operating system, that the operating system that control your software package. So that software package must be compatible with the operating system in use on the hardware. This includes, the next is operating system. As you know, operating system is playing very important role in operating the library software packages. So the software package which you have selected or which you are going to select must be compatible with the operating system in use on the hardware. This includes evaluating whether it supports single user or multi-user operating system, especially if the library operates on a network. Or sometimes you will be using the open source software, open source operating systems like Linux, or you are using commercial software like Windows. So all the things you have to be we have to consider while choosing our library software. Like similar software part, the hardware also very important part. The compatibility with various hardware configuration is essential. The software should function well across different versions and be capable of running other necessary applications within the computer system. So you have to select such a hardware which will function the software. If it is a various different versions, it will be coming up. The software should be capable of running other necessary applications. Ease of use, it's also very important part. The quality of the ease of use is another important criteria. The quality of user interface. The quality of user interface is very critical for the effective operations. The user should be happy to use that particular library software. So for that purpose, we need some sort of intuitive menus, straightforward commands, and very clear screen displays, which will enhance the usability of the software. And documentation should be accessible, allowing staff to learn and to operate the software with minimal difficulty. There should be a literature available, if it is online or whether it is online or printed materials. There should be documentation should be accessible to always to the users as well as for the staff. And another criteria is interface integration. Okay, these software packages should support data export and import between similar applications, facilitating interoperability. Next criteria is interface integration. Means these software packages should support data export and import between similar applications, facilitating interoperability. For instance, data should be transferable between database and word processing programs. The ability to convert data formats such as database, DBase or Libsys, or Libsys to Koha, or from CDS ISS to Koha or any other software. It is this conversion of data from one format to other format should be essential, and it should be ensure the flexibility for reuse of data across various formats and applications. Next criteria is retrospective conversion. Retrospective conversion is also known as retro conversion. It is a process of converting a library's existing catalog records, which is not in the electronic form, which is in the printed form or card formats, into a digital or electronic format. If you are converting our old printed or the card catalog into electronic or digital format, that we are calling as a retro conversion or retrospective conversion. This process allows libraries to integrate older or manually cataloged items into a automated library management system, making them searchable and accessible in an online catalog. So, whenever you are going to automate your library catalog or your library housekeeping operations, retro conversion is a major challenge which every librarian is facing. So, in that case, the vendors should offer services for converting existing databases and provide training for library professionals on data import or export process. Training may be on-site or off-site, but these vendors should provide the training for the library professionals to convert the printed or card form catalog into the digital format. So, next is support selection criteria. We already covered two criteria like general criteria and technical criteria, which are to be considered while selecting the library software. The third criteria is support selection criteria. That means we need some support while automating our library system, while automating our housekeeping operations, and after operating also we will also face some problems. So we need a support during and after the automation process. So that is we are checking, we are going to investigating what are the support systems which generally a software originator or companies provides. The first one is documentation. Documentation means it is a comprehensive literature which includes printed materials and online help. So it should cover basic features and detailed account of all functionalities, command list, online assistance and tutorials. If you face any difficulty while and during the automation, we can consult such materials. And we also need advice on setup. We need an assistance with the installation and implementation of the software package. That is a very crucial one. Because without any advice, because all of the librarians are beginners, they don't have any experience of automation of their housekeeping operations. So we need assistance from the experts. So we have to consider, we have to take into the consideration that the software which you are going to purchase, the company will provide as an expert advice on setting up our automation process. And training. Okay, they should organize some training programs which will ensure users can effectively operate the software if it is required. Maybe some users are not familiar with the software. We have to also give some sort of a training program to users apart from the library staff. And in the support criteria, the fourth one is maintenance. Ongoing maintenance is very necessary to address any bugs or errors that may arise during the use, as well as to enhance the software by incorporating new features and technologies. As we know, every software is going to update periodically. So what are the updations, whatever the developments or new features they are adding into the software, that has to be updated in our software. And if there is any bug, if there is any problems in the software, they should help to debug the software from the errors. So similarly, this another support system which we are having is user groups. Okay, if you have established software packages which often have associated user groups or the clubs, these communities enable users to share expertise, discuss challenges, and collaborate on solutions with the software supplier, which will promoting the continuous improvement and support for the software. What it means user groups? That means if a user group is there, maybe as a WhatsApp group or Facebook group or a email group, if you face any difficulty during this installation or after the installation, you can put your queries into that group. The expertise, the user or librarian, those who are already experienced this one or already having experienced the software, they will help you by giving the reply to your queries. So it is a very fast method to overcome the problems which we face in the libraries while automating your library services. So this is a user groups. So these are the various criteria which we are using to select, which you have to keep in your mind while selecting your library software packages. So dear learners, we are coming to the conclusion that the selection of library software package is a multifaceted process that required careful consideration of both general, technical, and the supporting criteria. Additionally, the technical factors such as programming language compatibility, technical factors such as programming language compatibility, operating system requirements, hardware integration play, technical factors such as programming language compatibility, operating system requirements, and the hardware integration play a significant role in determining the suitability of software for a library's specific needs. Moreover, the importance of support documentation and user community engagement cannot be understated, as these elements contribute to the successful implementation and ongoing effectiveness of library automation solutions. By thoroughly evaluating this criteria, libraries can enhance their operational efficiency, improve user experience, and adapt to evolving information management needs. Dear learners, thanks a lot for listening to this lecture.